She stuck the bag right out in the middle of the aisle, where the conductor and everybody can trip over it. Women. I just like them. I mean, they're always leaving their goddamn bags out in the middle of the aisle.
Excuse me, but isn't that a Pensy Prep sticker?
Yes it is.
Oh, how lovely. Perhaps you know my son then, Ernest Morrow. He goes to Pensy.
Yes, I do. He's in my class. Her son is doubtless the biggest bastard that ever went to Pensy in the whole crummy history of the school. He was always going around snapping his wet, soggy towel at people's asses. That's exactly the kind of guy he was.
Oh, how nice. I must tell Ernest we met. May I ask your name, dear?
Rudolph Schmidt. I don't feel like giving her my whole life history. Rudolph Schmidt was the name of our janitor.
Do you like Pensy?
Pensy? It's not too bad. It's not paradise or anything, but it's as good as most schools. Some of the faculty are very conscientious.
Ernest just adores it.
I know he does. He really knows how to adapt himself. He really does. He really knows how to adapt himself.
Oh, do you really think so?
Ernest? Sure.
I just broke my nail getting out of a cab.
She has a terrifically nice smile. She really does. Most people have hardly any smile at all, or a lousy one.
Ernest's father and I sometimes worry about him. He's not a great mixer.
How do you mean?
Well, he's a very sensitive boy. He's never really been too great of a mixer with other boys. Maybe it's just because he takes things a little bit more too seriously at his age.
Sensitive? That kills me. That guy Moreau is about as sensitive as a goddamn toilet seat. I mean, she doesn't look like a dope or anything. She looks like she might have a pretty good idea of what a bastard she was that mother of. But you can't always tell with somebody's mother. I mean, mothers are all slightly insane. The thing is, though, I like old Moreau's mother. She's alright. I'm beginning to feel guilty I told her my name was Rudolph Schmidt. Old Ernie, he's one of the most popular kids at Pensy. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
It really took everybody quite a long time to get to know him. He's a funny guy, a strange guy in a lot of ways. Know what I mean? Like, when I first met him, I thought he was kind of a snobbish person. That's what I thought. But he isn't. He's just got this very original personality that takes you a little while to get to know him. Did he tell you about the elections? The class elections?
No.
Well, a bunch of us wanted old Ernie to be president of the class. I mean, he was the unanimous choice. I mean, he was the only boy that could really handle the job. But this other boy, Harry Fencer, was elected. And the reason he was elected, the simple and obvious reason, was because Ernie wouldn't let us nominate him. Because he's so darn shy and modest and all. He refused. Boy, is he really shy. You ought to make him try and get over that. Did he tell you about it?
No, he didn't.
That's Ernie. He wouldn't. That's the one fault with him. He's too shy and modest. You really ought to get him to try and relax occasionally. You take a guy like Moreau, that's always snapping their towels at people's asses, really trying to hurt someone. They don't just stay a rat while they're a kid. They stay a rat their whole life. But I'll bet after all the crap I shot, Miss Morrow will keep thinking of him now as this very shy, modest guy that wouldn't let us nominate him for president. She might. You can't tell with mothers. They aren't too sharp about that stuff.
Ernest wrote that he'd be home on Wednesday. that Christmas break would start on Wednesday. I hope you didn't get called home early because of an illness in the family.
No, everybody's fine at home. See, it's me. I have to have this operation.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It isn't very serious. I have this tiny little tumor on the brain. Oh, I'll be alright and everything. It's a very tiny one, right near the outside.
Well, good luck with the surgery, Rudolph. I hope everything goes okay. And if you ever want to hang out with Ernest, we have a house in Massachusetts with a beach and a tennis court.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to South America to visit my grandmother.
Oh, okay. Well, it was very nice meeting you, Rudolph.
He's too shy and modest. You really ought to get him to try to relax occasionally.
I felt that on the table.
We're not done, Taylor.
Well, that's a good... What do you mean we're not done?